started with this. We would like to say that these last 2 days or last week has been a solid year after we started the magic.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it has been one of the greatest experiences of my life this last year. And going through all the stuff that we've been through and making it. It's been a hard journey for us as entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
As women that have not come up with money.
Yeah.
And trying to be entrepreneurs, because in the life, in the original world, it takes money to make money. And as entrepreneurs, we have been on the grind. We have been on the grind to do it without money, to do it just, from us grinding, making the money that we have, and then putting it back into our businesses. So we really don't even have money to spend personally for us. Right. We've just kept on putting it back in our business and helping us grow. Yeah. And so me and her are sitting here in these last 2 pages, and it says the magic mirror. And me and her start bawling as soon as we see this last one. One of these last 2, because it's been a really big reflection on us, and it is the holidays. It's coming up on the holidays. So me and you,
holidays, and we just got done doing your homeless veteran event.
Yes, the homeless veteran event
was incredible, but definitely heavy and an eye-opener.
Yes, don't get me started on that one.
Yeah, so add all that together.
Yes. It's been such a magical experience, and so we just wanted to let y'all know that it's been a solid year since we started on this magic, and the entrepreneurship that me and her do, it's been really difficult for us to come back together, do an episode and stuff like that through the experience. But this is something that we do personally ourselves, like every 6 months I'll get out the magic, but it's just been very difficult to tape it and stuff. But we wanted to explain to y'all, the magic mirror, it has been like, me and her have both been emotional today, just going through some journeys, some life journeys, just trying to figure out life. And so when we seen this, it was like the magic mirror, and I was like, holy cow, is this like speaking to us today?
Yes, it is.
So we wanted to tell y'all, thank you very much for being a part of the magic with us the last 27 days. We plan on doing this again, and this time, trying to run it all the way through. And this is something that we want to achieve ourselves, to be able to run it all the way through together. Because me and Angela have kind of the same mind, but different experiences in our life. So whenever we come together and really be able to talk about life and talk about the magic or talk about anything, I find it so magical. She's such an intelligent woman. I love being around intelligent people. So I'm really grateful for you every day.
Thank you.
So here we go. This is Life Coach Brandi Miles, and I got my coach Ange with me, and we are here for day 27 of the magic mirror.
Yeah. So the magic mirror, it says you can spend the rest of your life running around trying to beat the outside world into the shape you want, chasing one problem after another, trying to fix them, complaining about situations or other people, and never succeed in living your life to the fullest and realizing all of your dreams. That's that control, right?
Oh gosh, yeah.
But when you make the magic of gratitude your way of life, everything in the world around you magically changes. Just like that. The world magically changes because you changed, so what you are attracting changed too. And I have seen that time and time again.
Time and time again.
In the inspirational words of Gandhi and in the lyrics of Michael Jackson's song Man in the Mirror,
yes,
which impacted hundreds of millions, one of the most powerful messages of all times was delivered. Change the person in the mirror and your world will change. Which is so much easier said than done.
Yes.
But so worth it.
Well, I mean, it's talking about changing yourself, and the only person that you can change is
it's
yourself.
You.
But
you can't do anything about anybody else.
I know, but it is one of the hardest things to do and to get a hold of.
Because if they would just do right, then my life would be easier.
That's what you think. That's what you think. But what is right? What is right.
Exactly.
It's what they're right. It might not be your right, and it really.
And then you never know that whole "be careful what you wish for" thing too. You know, so if you don't have to worry about all that. Luckily, though, all you have to worry about is you.
Yes, and then when you figure out just to worry about you and to life gets so much easier. Jesus.
Because you have like cut your worries into a fraction.
Yes, because all you're worried about
is just you. And you got plenty to worry about you about, but now you don't have to worry about everybody else.
Yes, it's magical.
If you've followed the 26 magical practices to this point, then you have changed. And even though it's sometimes hard to see the changes in yourself, you will have felt the change in your happiness, and you will have seen the change of improved circumstances in your life and the magical changes in the world around you. You have practiced the magical power of gratitude for your family and friends, for your work, money, and health, for your dreams, and even for the people you come across each day. But the person who deserves your gratitude more than anyone else is you. When you are grateful to be the person in the mirror, feelings of dissatisfaction, discontentment, disappointment, or "I'm not good enough" completely disappear. And with them, every dissatisfying, discontenting, and disappointing circumstance in your life magically disappears too.
And let me tell y'all something. The part about, dissatisfying, disconnected, disappointed, all that stuff, man, it still happens now. But you know what? That's why I have somebody like her that helps me think through and work through some of my stuff. That's why I have people like Sheila Farr. You know what I'm saying? That's why I built my tribe. And I keep on telling y'all, find your tribe, build your tribe of the people that are going to lift you up. So when you are having those days, and I have to communicate with her all the time. Call me up when you're having those days. Let me communicate with you and help you through them, because I need you the same way. And listen, there'll be days that she won't come out of her house for a few days. I'm like, okay, let me go do a check-in. And she does the same for me, because we're life coaches and we're deep empaths. So we take on everybody's emotions, everybody's situations, everybody's problems. And so we need each other to make it through.
And I'll say, it's everything you said is absolutely on point. And again, it's easier said than done, because in order to make the kind of connections that we have with one another and that we have with Sheila and Natalie and Dawn and those other amazing women that we have in our lives, we had to step out. And we had to reach out our hand and hope that they reached back.
Be vulnerable.
Yeah, you have to risk rejection. You have to risk looking stupid. You have to, all those things that your brain tells you, don't do it because it's not worth it.
And you isolate and shut down and get in your box because you're too scared to make those asks. But I tell y'all, every ask that me and you have asked for has happened, and they have come on board, and we've collabed. Like we have been so scared of no's, and we have not received one yet.
Not many.
No, I mean, every once in a while we will, but it's understanding.
It's still not nobody's berated us.
Yes, and we didn't die when we didn't get a yes, it's such an amazing experience.
So I encourage you to look for those people in your community and connect with them. Be bold. Ask them to lunch. Take them to lunch, even. Get in front of them, because we are social people. We are social embodiments.
We're made to
connect. I have my specialties. She has her specialties. We all have them. And when we connect, then we're able to do more with what we have, so that we're not trying to do things that we don't really need to be working on.
Right. Superpowers.
All right. Negative feelings about yourself cause the greatest damage to your life, because they are more powerful than any feelings you have about anything or anyone. And I'm going to read that again. Negative feelings about yourself cause the greatest damage to your life. They are more powerful than any feelings you have about anything or anyone, because it's all up here.
Yes.
And it stays up there.
Yes.
And then it gets into your body and it stays in your body.
And if you're a deep empath like us, we feel it to the core, and so, and I honestly, like, what I've done determine if you bring me bad energy, we're not going to be around each other very long.
No.
I want good energy in my life, and I
Yeah.
want to feel good energy. And if I don't feel it with you, then I'm going to keep on pushing.
Yeah, you have to. We have to, because in order for us to be able to serve our mission and on our purpose on this planet,
I gotta feel good and be happy.
Exactly. Wherever you go and whatever you do, take those negative feelings with you in every moment, and wherever you go and whatever you do take those negative feelings with you in every moment. And those feelings taint everything you touch, and they act as a magnet, attracting more dissatisfaction, discontentment, and disappointment with everything you do.
Yes.
When you are grateful to be you, you will not only attract circumstances that make you feel even better about yourself, you have to be rich with good feelings about yourself to bring riches of life to you. Yeah. Gratitude for yourself enriches you.
And one thing about that is like, we have created those tools to help us get out of that stuff too. Even if that tool is, I got to call Angela up to get her to help me to get out of this. Or listening to music, or getting out and writing gratitude.
Yeah.
Find those tools that's going to help you get out of that funk and start looking at gratitude more.
I launched the journal project that I'm doing just for the very reason so that I knew that I would have something that I needed to work on this winter.
Yes.
You
Because
know?
the wintertime is the hardest time for us because holidays and,
cold.
Oh yeah, we don't like cold. That's why we live here in the sun. Yes, all those things. So we take in consideration for that. So that was really good that you looked ahead and said, man, I got to make sure that I'm busy with something so I can occupy my time with it so I won't get down in the dirt.
I saw myself get in there, and then you came over and you were like, what you doing? And I'm like, yeah, you're right. All right, so throughout the book, she refers back to a scripture, and then she plugs the things in accordingly. So she says, whoever has gratitude for themselves will be given more, and he or she will have an abundance. Whoever does not have gratitude for themselves, even what he or she has will be taken from him or her.
Yes.
To do the magic mirror practice, go to a mirror right now, look directly at the person in the mirror, and out loud say the magic words, thank you, with all of your heart. If you don't have a mirror, you can pull up your selfie camera and look in the camera and say thank you to you, looking yourself in your eyes. Mean it more than you ever have before. Say thank you for being you. Say thank you for everything that you are. Say thank you with at least the same amount of feeling you used for everything and everyone else. Be grateful for you just as you are. We love to tell other people how much we love them and how awesome they are.
If we got when we get that in return to ourselves.
To ourselves. Yeah.
I was just thinking about that. How many times do we compliment somebody, tell, all the time? But the reason why we do that is because of this.
I know, yeah.
Because of the gratitude we've experienced.
Yep.
It's just difficult for us to do it back to ourselves.
We're getting better.
Yes, we're getting better.
And having someone to remind you to do it to yourself makes a huge difference.
Get you a life coach.
Continue with the magic mirror practice by being grateful to that beautiful person in the mirror. That's you. For the rest of the day today, and say the magic words thank you every time you look at yourself in the mirror, and the selfie, when you walk by a store and you see your reflection in the window. Whenever you see your face, say thank you. If you're not in a position to say the magic words out loud at any particular time, then you can just say them in your head, because you certainly say all that other junk in your head.
Right?
So
we do. Oh my God.
And if you're really brave, you can look in the magic mirror and say 3 things about yourself that you're grateful for. And I really challenge you to do that.
Yes.
Because that is, when my kids were younger, whenever they would say something negative about themselves, I'd make them say 3 positive things about themselves afterwards, and they hated it.
Oh my God, they was like, stop.
Yeah.
But you know what? How difficult would it be for you to say it about yourselves? And we're not even in a bad place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If for any reason in the future you're not being kind to yourself, you will know to give the one person who deserves your gratitude more than anyone else, the person in the mirror. When you're grateful, you don't blame yourself when you make a mistake. Woo!
Oh, Lord.
When you're grateful, you don't criticize yourself when you're not perfect. When you're grateful for being you, you are happy, and you will become a magnet to happy people, happy situations, and magical circumstances, which will surround you wherever you go and whatever you do. When you can see the magic in the person in the mirror, your whole world will change.
It will.
You know, I like to talk about mistakes as data. It's not something that we experience in order to shame ourselves and feel awful. It's something that we experience so we can learn from it.
Yeah.
So if you just look at those mistakes, and of course easier said than done, but if you train yourself to look at those mistakes as
Learning
just information, learning lessons, experiences, and not that you are at fault, because we're human, and even scientists have to go through trial and error in order to make the most magical discoveries, and we're just plain old human. So of course we have to do the same.
And it takes time to train yourself to look at the situations differently, you know.
Intention and time.
Yeah. And it's about also, you know, having yourself around positive people.
Yep.
You know, they will keep you, your environment, keeping you lifted up. And, you know, that's why I hang around people like you and stuff. You don't, or if I'm at an event, you see me in the happiest crew. You know, we're at the table with the happiest crew. I'm not going to Negativeville whatsoever. It just, I don't like it no more.
I don't visit there. No entry. All right, so our homework today for the almost last day is count your blessings. And again, you can find 10 blessings right here of why you love yourself.
Oh my gosh,
what
give gratitude for yourself.
What you're proud of yourself for.
Yes.
And even if it's just simply, I made it this far. Like, you don't have to be, you know, Oprah to find gratitude in yourself. Shoot, I'm proud of myself when I make my kids dinner, because it's hard to make the time for it. And so instead of beating myself up for Tuesday night when the kids had cereal, I'm like, well, that's fine, they're fine. But then I do celebrate and pride myself on Wednesday night when I make something.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to take a tally of yourself in
No,
order to
listen,
find gratitude.
I found gratitude when I thought about, you know, the transformation that I've made. Man, I used to be depressed in my bed all day long. And, you know, and as far as I've come in the last, like, 2 years have been mind-blowing. And so I keep on reflecting on that. Like, Brandi, look where you have come from. And so reflect off of that, like how far you've come. Even if it's you just getting the hell up out of your bed.
Yep. Literally.
For a long time, for months, that was the one thing that I did, was I just got up out of my bed.
I had a client that went through a season, and she would have to shower laying down. Like, she would just lay down and just shower, because she just didn't have it in it. But, you know,
as long as
but I was just proud of her for doing that.
Yes.
And I wanted her to be proud of herself for that too, because that's how you move forward. When you get stuck in that shame spiral, there's no move forward.
Right.
None.
You just fall further into it, and then it spirals into all kinds of different things. So you have to have that awareness to catch yourself when you start going down it. And I do it, like, I catch it now, like, compared to what I used to.
And that's the thing. It gets easier, it gets better, it becomes more muscle memory. And so when it's hard at first, just stick with it, because I promise you, you'll be glad you did.
And also, too, listen, I tell people all the time, if you need that day to shut the hell down, shut down.
Yeah.
And do not be unapologetic about it. I tell people, what happens with a lot of people is they'll shut down and then they'll beat themselves up all day. Man, I should be doing this. I should be doing that. And you're not helping yourself, not one bit. You're not re-energizing yourself. You're not doing anything.
No.
You have to shut down. And sometimes my shutdown is watching reality TV all damn day. And I do it, and I feel good about it, and I don't beat myself up about it, and I just tell myself, starting tomorrow, I got this, and this to do. Today, I'm doing absolutely nothing. Yeah. And I do it.
Yeah.
But I used to beat myself up about it. Now, I have trained my mind to be like, this is my shutdown day.
Yeah, because if you do, you don't rest, and it's a waste of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's great.
All right, so write down 10 things that you're grateful for yourself, and reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Each time you look in the mirror today, and I would encourage you to just continue this honestly, say thank you and mean it more than you ever have before. Whenever you look in the mirror, say thank you. So often we have, I wish that, I need a facelift, or my double chin. Stop it. So if you're able to say thank you when you look in the mirror, then those things will start to fade. If you're really brave, while looking in the mirror, say 3 things you're grateful for about yourself. And I definitely challenge you to do that, because it's hard and it's awkward and it feels weird, but you deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you said, we tell people this stuff all the time.
All the time.
Tell it to yourself.
And I've noticed in coaching and stuff, you constantly, I mean, because I have to be reassured. Even as a life coach, I constantly have to be reassured of like what I'm supposed to be doing. But that's why I have a coach.
Right.
You know, like even life coaches have coaches.
Yep, especially because we understand.
And best friends as coaches. Like, you just have to.
Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you for the best thing that happened during the day.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
This is awesome.
So thank you guys so much for being with us this
Yes.
time. We hope to see you tomorrow. And yeah, it's just been magical. We'd love to hear how it's going for you, what your thoughts are. Drop it in the comments below because we hope that this gets out because we believe in the power of attraction.
And this is something that needs to continue on for a lot of people.
It's such a easy, it's a structured, simple way to really get out of that dark place.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably why we're so passionate about it because we both have been there.
Yes, we've both been there.
Not no more though.
Not no more. All right, y'all. Peace out.
That was amazing.